Blues Mapper, which is a Chicago Blues Festival. Just had the Willie Dixon tribute Chess Records, and this is Sam Chess. And you've just come off the stage. Tell us about your musical career. How did you get?
I started like most kids, you pick it up in elementary school. Around the house, though, I was always hearing these records, being played in the car on the way to school, whatever. And it was just kind of background music to, my life at that point. Because my dad, who was here tonight, he listens to all that. So, yeah, then I got more and more into the trombone, right? And then you start reaching out. What else can I do? Found jazz, found a nice community in Tucson, Arizona, the Tucson Jazz Institute, where I fostered a lot of that, playing and stuff. And yeah, I played with them until I'm at college.
What made you choose to come aboard?
Arbitrarily, honestly, the band director, on the first thing he's showing each instrument, he's like, this is the saxophone, this is the clarinet. I was like, this is the trombone. He's like, no one ever picks the trombone. Yeah, please, someone pick the trombone. Then you get Stockholm syndrome into liking it for years and years.
And where does the blues fit with you, with the style?
Well, the blues is so much in the music that I'm listening to and performing all the time. I play a lot of 20s and 30s jazz, Louis Armstrong, Fletcher Henderson, so many guys from that era, Duke Ellington, those guys, obviously Delta blues was existing at that time, and you had like the origins of that. But meanwhile, you had plenty of, instrumentalists on the horn player side playing the same type of blues, and across different styles. So I was really drawn to just like, W.C. Handy, the father of the blues, like all of his charts and everyone who would play them. Yeah. So, I really got into it through that, and they're very related, obviously.
And what's it like being on stage for it?
This is nice. I mean, I just feel, I don't feel deserving of sharing it with all these people. I feel like I get the shortcut because of my name, but all these people that are putting in time and they sound so amazing, so I'm just grateful they're letting me, schlep up there and play a little bit. So
what stages do you usually play?
Every Monday and Tuesday, I'm at Birdland, Midtown, which is a jazz club, with a guy named Vince Giordano, Vince Giordano and the Nighthawks. It's early jazz. It's like 20s and 30s arranged jazz, pre-big band size, 11-piece kind of, yeah. So that's my regular thing, and then everything else is, whoever called.
And who's been your biggest influence?
Probably, honestly, on trombone, Lawrence Brown, who was Duke Ellington's trombone player.
Right.
He's my guy. A lot of my fake emails and stuff, I use his name a lot because I love him that much. No, but he is, him and probably J.C. Higginbottom, who was playing. These are all early guys that are way before. These are like late 20s and 30s guys. J.C. Higginbottom, Vic Dickinson, Tyree Goldman. Anyone who knows trombone might know these people. But yeah, Lawrence Brown for sure. He's like, he can play in all these different characters. This is why I love the trombone, because the trombone is like, I feel like the instrument that can most sound like regal, like
right.
king-like, and also most sound like a clown, like a complete buffoon. So it's like, I feel like you can really get the full character. You can play like different characters through it. So.
I mean, it's kind of related to that section of a band, like the bass.
A little bit. I mean, we function in the lower of all the horns, right? We're a little bit lower than them, but function-wise, we're not really functioning like the bass. We're not providing the foundation of the chords. We're decorating the way other horn players are.
And what's the best advice you've had in your career?
Geez. Bring Tupperware to the gig, because you can always take food off the food. Probably that. It's a good tip. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you just gotta. I don't have any bottle answer for that.
Why 20s and 30s jazz? What you to?
Well, that's what I mostly do. I still do other stuff, but that's kind of just where my heart lies. I feel like jazz, sometimes you get the 9-minute songs, 3-minute solos, and I'm looking at them like, I don't really think people want to hear this, no matter how good they are. So I prefer to like it shorter songs, more palatable, more blues in it.
And venue-wise, what's the best venue?
Venue-wise, well, I played in the Sydney Opera House with, I used to sub, I still do, but I for a long stretch was subbing with Wynton Marsalis and Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra. And we took a lot of tours like in China, Europe, whatever, Australia, Singapore. So some of those halls were probably like the coolest halls. We played the Paramount in Austin, like we played Nashville. So I also played with a country band, and I got to play at the Grand Ole Opry too. So I'm glad to, and then Birdland, Blue Note, Village Vanguard.
You mix your styles.
Yeah, I mean, again, whoever calls, no, it's amazing the types of gigs in New York you can find yourself doing. Like, I played a reggae session, and then at night had like a swing big band gig, and then the next day had to play like avant-garde stuff. And so yeah, I pride myself in being like versed in a bunch of styles, because
Sounds like you're quite versatile.
I tried. As versatile as trombone allows, maybe. But yeah.
What's the strangest place you've played at?
Probably a decommissioned Staten Island ferry that people have kind of turned into. They don't have a proper liquor license in it or anything, so it's got a speakeasy vibe to it. And it's the entrance, you have to walk along the canal in Brooklyn, where there's like surely dead bodies and everything. And it's like a very sketchy area. Then you get on the boat. It's like a creaky boat that this guy just has like very cash entry. So that's probably the weirdest place.
Good. Thanks, Andrea.
Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.